Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top 2 seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions. And now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Returner decides to fair catch this. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
The sack sets up second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now it's second down here. Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary, potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Gets rid of it on the move. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Can they keep the opening drive alive? In the 11th play, it's 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Oh, and another incompletion.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys they were rushing? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. Comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. On the ground, it's Turner.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Direct snap to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Send the back in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he's got his man open downfield. He spins out of a tackle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Flames pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Flames come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They go with a direct snap. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Offense is back out there now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, South Florida. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Last play of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. In the clear at 25. They bring them down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Flames will line up here on first down and goal. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming up, second down and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he will score. Touchdown, Liberty. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Hernandez. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Needs a completion here on fourth down. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally getting brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. That's complete downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's Harris. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
The Bulls looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't.
Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this 1st half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? To throw, it's Hernandez. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Flames are in the red zone. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Keeps it for the designed run. He's swarmed by the defense. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Flames will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense operating from the pistol. On the ground, it's Harris. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The important third down play coming up. To the air, it's Hernandez. Lets it fly to the wideout, who makes the grab. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. If they could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they had, boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return. What a takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 43.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The offense already has 1 fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Flames. And the beatdown continues. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Throws to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Looking to throw. It's Hernandez. Using his legs here. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. It's Hernandez. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Pitch to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Liberty. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. USF offense is back out there now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Liberty offense back out on the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Give it to the back again. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. We'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They're going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Flames will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And the ball to the ground. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Bulls hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USF. That's another strike for this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they were for a 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And he's brought down out at the 46. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Flames will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Official, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Liberty Flames.